What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about probably one of the most important things a marketer slash Facebook ads person could do to be successful in their marketing career. That is split testing. It's probably something that a lot of people get lazy at. A lot of people just don't feel like doing. They love an ad and then they immediately just push a bunch of money into it without split testing it and figuring out which one's more profitable. Not saying everyone doesn't do it, but there's still a lot of people that do not do it, and it can really massively change the results you're getting in your business. Show up my computer, talk a little bit about it and how to do it and implement it in your plan right now. All right, guys, so we made it to AWW, and if you don't know what that means you're about to laugh a lot while I attempt to draw on a virtual whiteboard. So what is split testing? Split testing is probably one of the most important factors or something that you should be implementing as running Facebook ads, Google ads, any type of ads, paid advertising. This is something you need to be running. So what is it? Well, first off, let me just show you what pretty much everyone is doing right now. So, they go to Facebook ads, they create their ad right here, ad. It'll literally just be, your copy, and then you'll have your creative, and they'll create one version of it. So it'll just be this one right here. And they'll come there and they'll take this little ad and they're super happy with it. They love it. They're like, oh my God, it's the best ad ever. And they'll start pushing traffic to it, maybe $5 a day, $10 a day. There we go. So I start pushing traffic at it, $5 a day, just one ad. About 3-4 days will go by. They'll get maybe low results. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh my God, it's not working. So what they'll do, this is when people will normally increase the budget. So, they'll come there and increase it a little bit. So maybe, now they're at $10 a day. And they'll run it for a little bit longer, still get no results, and they'll either do two things, increase, or they'll come there and just call it a day and quit. So, but let's go back for a second. So they have this one ad right here. They created and everything. They're running traffic to it. This is paid ads, so Facebook ads, Google ads, and $5 a day or something like that. They'll run that for a few days. They get little to no results, so they increase it a little bit, and they'll either increase it more or they'll quit and they'll say, Facebook ads do not work. Let's just attempt to do, a big old boom. So that's kind of what happens. That's like the cycle with Facebook ads and stuff. So what could you do to fix this? So you see with paid advertising, you're coming there and you're taking literally an idea from your head, you're putting it down, and then, you're kind of going off of that. But what if there was a way to test, say, 9 different variations of this and, completely different variations? Would you think you would have a winner from there? And that's kind of what split testing is testing multiple different variations of, let's see. So you have multiple different variations of offers. So maybe if it's like a 25% off coupon, or, maybe like a get a free quote, like just something to where people can take action, some type of offer to take action. What's the action? Then the next thing is the audience. So whether you're retargeting website visitors, whether you're doing, say if you're trying to target entrepreneurs, you can maybe target one of them being small business owners. That's an audience. Using Facebook's interest options. Maybe another one's targeting people who follow Gary Vee, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone. Maybe another one could be, there's literally an entrepreneur interest. So you can target a few different ones. And you can see what audience converts better. So, you can create what I recommend 3 audiences. So that's 3 different ads right there. Now, the next thing you need to be testing is, so you have your offer, you have your audience. The next thing you need to be testing now is a few, just like the different variations of the ads. So, with Facebook ads, you can make a bunch of different stuff. You can do, video, photos, and then you can do like carousel ads. And then that's pretty much the main three. There's single video ads, single photo ads, and then there's also a lot of carousel ads. And this is specifically for Facebook ads. Each platform is going to have its own native advertising that's going to perform better than other platforms. So just remember that. But for this video, we're just going to stick to video and photo for the main part. So, and then now that's your creative right there, is video and photo. So just remember that any type of like image or video is your creative. So let me just come to that creative. So that's your creative. And then the next thing is your copy. So what your copy is all your text. And when the copy, you can do two different variations. That'll either be long or short. So in a Facebook post, that's all the text in the post besides the headline. So that'll be like, there's sometimes I'll be scrolling through Facebook, I get a simple ad that just says buy now. Some I get like a medium length, that's something that takes a few seconds to read, but no big deal. And then there's some that I can scroll and it's like a whole book. I'm sure you've gotten those before. So, and as an advertiser, you're like, how the hell that converts? But it does. So if you're a really good storyteller, that's where it comes in hand. And the last one we got to test is your headlines. So, for instance, like on a Facebook ad, you have that one little headline area. Let me just search a random Facebook ad. So your headline is right here. Sales and marketing success. That's your headline right there. So if y'all can see that, the big text. So you want to test these different variables because these are all ways to get to people. So this is, and what people don't do is they don't test this. And look how many variables right here. So what I recommend doing, how do I actually implement? How do I personally actually implement this into my regimen? Well, first off, I don't really test the offer too much. This is just my personal thing. I might come there and test the offer. I kind of test the offer when I do all of this. So I'll first start off with like copy and stuff, or actually after I have my offer, I'll start off with like the copy. So I'll open up like Google Docs and I'll write like a few different variations of the copy, do like a long one, a short one, and then kind of like a medium. So that gives me like 3 different, let's do medium. So I'll come there and I'll start off with a copy first. And then, so let's see if I can do like a little checklist for y'all. So copy first, that's key. So what am I trying to promote? Now that's actually after I already have my offer figured out. So make sure you have that ready to go. So copy, and I do 3 different variations, and I do that all in like Google Docs. And then I come there and two things. I either have all my creative, my video, my photos ready to go just by like pulling them from the Facebook page, or 2, I'll come there and have to go like design something if it's like an e-com product and I want to do like one of those cool like plain white backgrounds, throw some t-shirts on it. 3, I'll go and use, like, Facebook has free stock photos that you can use in the ads manager, and I'll do that too. So that's where I get my creatives from, and I'll do 6 different variations of the creative. I don't do too much like testing whether video or photo works, and I know that's something as a marketer I need to work on better. But I generally do so I have 3 different variations of the copy, and I'll plug I'll plug 2 different photos with each variation, because you can do 6 different sub ads in in the business manager. So I'll do like a long copy with a photo and a video, a medium copy with a photo and a video, and a short copy with a photo and a video, or either all photos and just different variations of the photos. So that's kind of where I go for the creative right there. And so that leaves 6 different creatives. So now we have basically 6 different variations of ads. And then 3 will be your audience. Now, this is kind of backwards, but I kind of do the planning before I actually go into Ads Manager. So I already look at like what creatives I want to use. I already have my copy down, and then I'll start actually building that. I'll pick out my audiences, and I mean, you should have your audience research done already, but I do 3 different audiences. So what I do is I build up like the ad set and stuff. So I'll go ahead and I'll do like the ad set, load my creatives or my 6 ads, and then I'll come there and I'll duplicate this times 2. So I have 2 more ad sets. So I'll have 3 ad sets total running, and I'll duplicate that by 2, and I'll change I'll alter audience. So like I said, if I wanted to target entrepreneurs or business people, and I'll do 3 different audiences. So one may be targeting literally entrepreneurs, just using the Facebook broad interests. Another one targeting small business owners. Another one targeting maybe like the audiences of big influencers in entrepreneurship. Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez. Now this is all can be completely debatable, so that's just 3 that popped up in my head. So that leaves me, so if we go back over now, we'll have how our Facebook audience will look like, or our Facebook business manager will look like. We'll come there, we'll have 1 campaign. So we'll have 1 campaign overall. So whether this is a PPE, a conversion campaign, a lead generation campaign, or whatnot. So we'll have 1 campaign. Do whatever you want. If you're trying to get post engagements, if you're trying to get leads and stuff, do whatever you need. You don't have to trick Facebook. So you'll have 1 campaign, and then you'll have 3. Let's see, a better way to do this. So you have 1 campaign, and then you'll have 1, 2, 3 ad sets. And these will all be running at $5 a day, $10 a day, scale whichever one works best. Again, they all have, the key is they each have a different demographic audience you're targeting, so that way you can, figure out your audience. So, and then each on their campaign, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'll have 6 different ads, like with different copy. That's where you're testing your creative copy, headlines. So you should have, let's see, what is that? That's, basically 6 times 3, that's about 18 different ways you're testing. Now, I mean, obviously each ad set's gonna have the same creatives or same ads within it. So, but you're basically testing, the 18 different ways to reach people. So you might have, let's say you might have a creative in one set that really appeals to this audience, and then a different ad set might have a creative that appeals better. So, but now the question is, what do you do now? So what I recommend is probably testing this for about 48 to 72 hours. If you have a high ticket product, high ticket service, you might need to do about a week. 1 week. And I mean, of course, with your budget too. If you can't afford running $15 a day on ad sets, then I totally understand that. So, but 48 to 72 hours or about a week, I'd recommend testing. And then what you do is you basically, you kill the 2 ad sets that are poorly performing, and what you need in terms of how do you know which ones to kill? Well, you just want to kill everything that's not performing, or you want to kill the 2 ad sets that aren't doing good. So kill. I don't know why I put kill. Let me just put shut down. So 2 ad sets. You want to shut down the 2 ad sets that are performing bad. Again, I don't know what your goals is. If it's PPE and you have 1 ad set with a creative in it that's just blowing up, then kill everything else. Just leave that one running. If you're running a purchase campaign and you're trying to get purchases and 1 ad set's getting you a bunch of purchases and the other 2 aren't, then kill the other 2. Like there's no, oh, well, what about this one? Just plain and simple. So you shut down those 2 ad sets. Now, one thing else, let's say if you have an ad set with not a lot of conversions, but a stupid low conversion rate, or stupid low like in price, that's something else to look at. But you basically want to shut down those 2 ad sets, and then you want to shut down the 5 out of 6 sub ads. So you have one win ad set, and that ad set will have 6 sub ads, and you want to shut down, because obviously there's going to be a winner out of that ad set. There's going to be a winner, so you want to shut down the other 5 that are losers. That makes sense. So that way you have, at the end, you have 1 camp, 1 ad set, then one sub ad. So that's kind of how it works. And then what you could do from here, if you want to further your split test and continue to see if you can get better results, now what you could do is you could test the headlines, now you also know what copy works, so you can maybe alter the copy a little bit. And basically what you would do is just duplicate that ad set, and you'll come there and make all your changes in that new ad set, because you don't want to touch this winning, you don't want to touch, no touch. So you don't want to touch your winning ad set, so you just duplicate it and then alter that same creative in another ad set to make your changes and stuff, or to make further split tests. So, and that's just going to decrease costs even more. You might find ways, you might have a winning, ad set that's getting, 30% CPAs, cost per acquisition of customer, and then you might duplicate it, change up the creative a little bit, change the headline, and get 50% just because you changed up the headline. So many different ways to split test, but hopefully this wasn't too confusing. Pretty easy. But again, so create your 1 campaign, or create your copy, and you create it first. Get all that planned out first. Just open up. I like using Google Docs, and I literally just type up all my copy and stuff in there. Kind of do some research on what kind of headlines or what kind of pictures get to people. Then I'll come there and start loading that up. I'll kind of do like my first one of my ad sets always kind of a little bland, kind of broad, and then I'll go ahead and duplicate those 2 ad sets. Already filled up with the 6 different variations of the creative, the copy, and the headlines, sub ads basically.
and I'll come there and duplicate those 2 audiences and further branch down on those audiences, go a little bit more specific or a little bit more broader. It just depends on what I'm trying to go for. So that way I have 3 different ad sets running, each with 6 different ads in it, all under one campaign. And that's kind of how basically you split test. So also with this winner right here, once you find your winner, this is when you can start to scale and start throwing more money at it. So it's also another big thing. But guys, thank y'all for watching. Hopefully this helped to y'all. I'm definitely trying to get better with this, whole whiteboard drawing and everything like that. Really appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day.